Every niche is different, and in turn, the creatives that you run on Facebook will be different as well. In this video, I am going to share with you my best performing creatives that I've tested and I've seen that they are working over and over again for the skincare industry. So buckle up and then let's get started. The first one is what I call the 3-step ad. Now, you can change the number, you can make it a 4 or 5-step ad, but for some reasons, I've seen some kind of magic things in the number 3. Not in vain, most of the laws, most of the fundamentals are set in the 3-piece number. I'm gonna pull up a video example that I believe it's performing very well, and the reason I believe it's performing well is because I've seen it's been running for quite a long time. And think about it, like as a business owner, if you are spending money on advertising on a specific creative, and if it doesn't work, then you would not be willing to continually pay for that creative. So if they've been running for a long time, that means it's a proven sign that it works for them and brings them some good results. Let's check this creative and then I will explain what are they doing good.
Wash their face like this. According to the Acne-Free Bureau, bar soap and over-the-counter products are more likely to make you your moneymaker. That's why I, Dr. Blackhead, recommend Lumen, a premium skincare routine expertly curated to help clarify your skin in 3 easy steps. Step 1, the charcoal cleanser. Bar soap and off-the-shelf cleansers are more likely to dry out your skin and upset its pH balance. The charcoal cleanser safely and effectively removes funky oil, daily grime, pollution, and dirt buildup. Step 2, the exfoliating rub. See these balls? Dead skin cells. This helps reveal a fresh layer of skin as well as improve skin rejuvenation. You'll feel rejuvenated, prevent post-shave irritation, and reduce the appearance of any old scars. Step 3, the moisturizing balm. Your skin will feel more hydrated and look more refreshed than ever before. In short, Lumen, the premium product for the premium man. Start your free trial today.
Here are my thoughts why I think this creative makes it at the top performer. First thing first is that a 3-step ad or a 4-step ad, 5-step ad makes it very simple for the consumer. Now we live in a world where people try to look intelligent to their peers, to their family, when in reality, when it comes to selling, you want to simplify your product as much as humanly possible. Trust me, your customers will appreciate you by articulating all the product can do in a simple manner. Because every single person, every single business owner or business, the truth is that there is some kind of ego involved. And when the ego is involved, what happens is that by trying to make the product look better or sound better, and that actually can make the product sound more complex. You have to be very careful with that and cautious when you are articulating the value of your product. The simpler it is, the easier for the customer will be to understand your product, and if they understand your product, they are more likely to end up purchasing. Always remember, a confused mind never and ever purchases. Very important tip that I would advise you on implementing is to add as many B-rolls as possible. Again, we live in a world where the attention is shrinking every single day because of the shorts, because of the fast-pacing editing, and that could be a huge problem with retaining your customers. If you cannot get their attention and then retain them long enough, it's gonna be very difficult to sell something to them. This is why B-rolls help us to retain, keep that viewer more engaged within that video. Now, if you don't know anything about the B-rolls, essentially an A-roll is what you see right now, like me talking to the camera. A B-roll is something that you put behind my speech. So usually with a B-roll, you want to show visually what the creator is saying in that video. If, for example, you say, hey, step number 3 is utilize the moisturizing balm, then in that case, what would be great is to add a B-roll with that product itself while the creator keeps talking about that. The main goal of a B-roll is essentially to keep the viewer more engaged, because when it is visual, it is also more sellable. Now, another tip with this creative is at the end, what I highly suggest, and I've seen a huge increase for my clients in sale, is just to add an appealing and catchy call to action. You cannot even imagine how much of that difference it can make having an appealing call to action. However, don't try to make it like every single call to action that you probably have heard.
The Diamond Line 3000. It's always a nice day for fishing with the Diamond Line 3000.
Such as the shop now or order today, because people are used to that. Add something more appealing, like find your personalized skincare routine with these products, or take this quiz to find out your personalized again skincare routine, or get your personalized skincare bundle. Something like that. Now moving on to the second type of ad creative, I've seen this one. It's very easy to produce, doesn't take that much effort or capital. However, it might not work for any skincare brands, but if it's working for your business, then I would highly recommend using it, because it, like I said, it takes very little to no time to make it. And that's a plain image with a product itself. The main focus is on the product. It can be either high production or just taking pictures with your camera, with your iPhone. Usually it can work quite well, especially if you're just getting started or if you have no idea on what kind of creatives to run. Let's talk about the ad creative number 3. This is what I call an educational based video.
Myths that people still believe. Number 1, exfoliating every day. Using physical exfoliates too often to get rid of dead skin cells may seem like it could help with acne, but scrubbing your face too aggressively can actually lead to inflammation, making your acne worse. Number 2, only teens get acne. Although 85% of teens can get some sort of acne, they're not the only ones who can suffer from it.
Now here we could talk about different formats that we can use, but basically they are all comes down to one main idea, and that is adding value upfront to your customers. So you want to help and educate your customer as much as possible. Give more, and you eventually you will see that someone will be interested to buy from you. I've mentioned this so many times on my YouTube channel over and over. An educated client is always a better client. Even if you've got someone purchasing from your business, but they are not well educated from your brand, eventually they will end up being kind of shitty customers who will complain about different stuff in your business, who will want to return your product, and that is definitely not the type of customers that you want to have in your business if you want to have a lasting, profitable skincare brand. One vital benefit that you will also get from this type of creative, when you add value, you'll come across not as another skincare brand. You'll come across as an expert. People want to buy from experts, not from skincare brands. They don't care about skincare brands. And we move more and more into a space where people actually care more about experts, like this brand that I'm purchasing from is valid, is legit, than just buying from any kind of skincare store. And like I said, you can diversify this type of content by adding, let's say, green screen, or you could start just with some statistics, because by bringing up some statistics, these create problems in our mind, and now we are more likely to listen, or we're more likely to actually start understanding more of the importance of our skincare routine. And another thing very important to mention is when you create educational based content, if you can involve an authority, like for example a doctor that talks some scientifically things that are well articulated and explains very in depth the problem that you are solving with your products. It's also something that I've seen it's converting extremely well on these social media ad platforms. Before moving on to the next ad creative that brought for one of our skincare clients a 5x return on ad spend, I want to tell you real quickly about my done for you Facebook ad services. If you're looking for a true marketer who actually understands both the technical and the human persuasion part, then I invite you to follow the link below and schedule an appointment with my team today. If we talk about the next ad creative, which I think it's already the fourth one, you might have already heard of it, but heck, I've seen it's working so well for the skincare industry and I must mention it. That is an us versus them. Nowadays, I believe that people make much more research than ever, especially in the skincare industry. They want to find out like the comparison between the prices. They want to find out if actually your products work. They want to read lots of reviews. They make lots of researches before actually purchasing something, especially if you are selling some more high-end skincare products, because when there is some kind of money concern, that actually could be something that holds them back. So they want to find out whether your product is worthwhile by making these researches. And of course, they want to find out if actually what you say, what you claim on the website, your products can do. Now, I left one of the best creatives in the end of this video. And this is what I call the case study, or the destination A to destination B video ad. Something that you have to understand, and I've seen so many times that with different skincare brands, that they are using these testimonials, images, and they are showing some kind of like results from their customers. And you have to understand that what is written, it's less powerful than what is visual, especially now where the attention is getting shorter and shorter. And I know I've said this so many times, but it's really true. And you have to look even at your behaviors, at the people around you, and also their behaviors, and see how people look now at content and how they actually buy. Because you'll see that in most cases they buy from not only brands but also from creators who actually promote these brands. They buy from someone that they trust, and the only way you can build trust is of course over extended period of time, but to make it faster is through videos. And on the top of that, frankly, there are so many drop shipping stores that people purchase from and they had a really bad experience, and now they are afraid to invest further with other brands. So also they are thinking that even if you have testimonials, they think that it might be fake. So creating a testimonial in the written form, it's very easy to fake, and your customers actually know that. On the other hand, having an actually case study in the video form, much more difficult to get. Yes, that's correct, but it is much more trustworthy from your ideal customer's standpoint, and that is what is more valuable. So you have to ask yourself, what is more valuable and what actually will bring me more results? Yes, you will spend less money, you will spend less time with written testimonials, but it will be a huge downside in the long term. When you have a better offer, everything becomes easy. Even the creatives that I shared with you, the return will be much higher the moment when you are laid that perfect, irresistible offer. Think about it. The only time when you purchase something online or locally, that was the only time when you valued more the product that you got than the money that you had to pay for. So why not make your product more valuable or be perceived more valuable to your ideal customers? In this video over here, I talk much more extensively how to create that irresistible offer for skincare brands. Check this out right now, and I'll talk to you very soon. See you.